welcome to Awesome Yoga Tree. We have Chaya here. She's going to help us teach Adho Mukha Svanasana, downward facing dog pose, a pose that you'll often see in many yoga classes. So Chaya, come down onto your hands and knees. Take your shoulders directly above your wrists and your knees slightly behind your hips, and spread your fingers wide. There are different ways to do the hand, but for today, have your first finger pointing forward. Now, this is important. There are opposite actions that need to take place with the arms. So ensure that the whole palm is pressing, and press down intentionally with the ball of the first finger and thumb. At the same time, rotate the upper arms out. That's it. If you rotate the upper arms out too much, you'll fall to the outer hand. So you have to make sure that you're both rotating the upper arms out and pressing down through the ball of the first finger and thumb. Now turn your toes under and straighten your legs. Keep your shoulders above your wrist for a moment. Redo the arms. Rotate the upper arms out. Press down through the ball of the first finger and thumb. As you inhale, push down into the floor. And on your exhale, take your thighs back and take your chest towards your thighs with your sit bones towards the ceiling. So the shape you're in is like an upside down V, or the bottom of an X. So again, redo the arms. Press down through the balls of the first finger and thumb. Rotate the upper arms out. Now press the thighs back as much as you can, taking a long extension between the tip of the first finger all the way through to the sit bones. Wonderful. See how her chest began to come forward as she did that. So there's an extension through the inner arm, through the armpits, and through the side ribs. Now continue to press the thighs back. Ensure that it's the thighs that are pressing back, not just the top of the shin. You have to bring the thigh bone, the top of the thigh bone, to move back. And then extend your outer heels down towards the floor as you lift your outer hips towards the ceiling. So you make your legs longer as well as your torso and arms longer. And take some breaths here. When you come out, just come down onto your knees. Touch your knees at exactly the same moment. Wonderful. Now there are some variations to the pose. Sometimes people just fall onto their hands and shoulders. They don't have the awareness or the strength in the legs to pull themselves back. So for that, we can use blocks. So Chaya, take your hands on the blocks. It's nice to turn the blocks out a little bit. That creates space for your neck and shoulders. Again, pressing down to the balls of the first finger and thumb as you rotate the upper arms out. Ensure you're pressing here. Turn the toes under and straighten the legs. Take your thighs back and your chest towards your thighs. Walk your feet a little further back. When you have a lift, you can walk your feet a little further back. And if you'll notice, her feet are more secure on the floor here. So they're still pressing through the ball of the first finger and thumb as you rotate the upper arms out. The extension all the way from the tip of the first finger through the sit bones as you really press those thighs back. So there's more access to the legs now. And extend the outer heels down and lift the outer hips up. If you need an adjustment, someone can always come, just take the hips gently, the hip bones. Ooh, pull back, let the head go. That's it. And then again, coming down onto the knees. And for some, even the blocks will be a little too low. And you can use a chair. Here, give me that block so it's out of the way. At home, don't tell anybody, but I use the coffee table. So take your hands on the chair, stand up. Walk your feet back, hands on the chair. Walk the feet back. Feet slightly behind your hips. Make sure the toes are forward. Toes forward, so the foot is turned out a little bit. There you go. So now the actions are all the same. The hand's a little bit different, so you can press down with the ball of the thumb, but still rotating the upper arms out. And here, you can really get the extension through the arms, the armpits, and side ribs. Press the thighs back, outer heels down, outer hips up. So if you don't find your legs working when your hands are on the blocks of the floor, just take a higher lift. A chair, a coffee table, the kitchen counter also is a wonderful height and works very well. Walk forward, come back up into Tadasana. And that's Adho Mukha Svanasana. Thank you. We hope to see you at the studio. Namaste.
Namaste.